Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Ty Mizzle. You're watching my channel, Mr. 14, and I'm here doing a review of Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 4, Episode 11. Woo! Episode 11, y'all. We're getting close to there. We're getting close to the end, y'all. But, alright, so this is 4 hours after the hold down of the episode, the starting. So, you know, the whole big blowout, hold down. Watch my last review and find out what happened. Now, Candace had to sit down and talk to her mother, Dorothy, because they had a counseling session, and the therapist, Dr. Ken, told them, I need you to write a contract or something that y'all will personally, individually hold yourself accountable for and do that and stay true to what you're going to say to do. So basically, say what you're going to do to move forward, to build this relationship back again. So the contract, you know, Dorothy came in, they had a little tea and everything, and you know, she still had that same, like, Dorothy, she looked like her daughter, like, she like, and her facial expression is so stoic, so it's just like, you could tell how she feels based on her face, and like, she just gave her daughter, like, every time Candace talk, she always like that. So basically, have a contract, not to say what you want the other person to do and what you gonna do. So basically, the mom contract is she will not give advice unless asked to give advice. So no more than, not too many advice given unless it's solicited to give the advice. She said, okay, I can do that. And then another thing, and she said, don't make any unnecessary jabs towards your daughter, because she does that a lot. Do this little small section and a lot. Other words, she make jabs, call her name, out her name and everything. And she said she need to work on her facial expression. She said, well, I'm old school. This is how I am. I can't help that. I said, we tell, because every time I ever see you, you look at Candace with that same ass look in your face, like you disgusted. Like, alright, so Candace says she will be open to be receptive in the opinions that's given to her without being too emotional and not going off her emotions. And she also needs to know to accept things that she can't control. She can't control her mother. She can't control the situation right now. So she just needs to accept things the way it is. Her mother's the way how she is. She's not going to change. She's always going to try to psychoanalyze her, Candace, because she was trying to do that during the sit down. And she said, I'm your daughter. I'm not your patient. Don't psychoanalyze me. And she's like that. She said, well, your behavior is trickling down to your relationship to other people. I said, bitch, she didn't ask you for all that, therapist, Dorothy. She asked you, no, she asked all that. She didn't say all that. She didn't want you to give her any counseling advice. Alright, so that was that. Alright, so hopefully Candace and Dorothy stay truthful with their word and move forward right from there. So Ashley is at the restaurant. I heard or whatever recently that shop is getting her Oz is closed down or be closing down. So she in a restaurant and she's doing things for things and everything, whatever that happened. She's saying that her and Michael is better than ever than before. I say, you lie to you tell it, girl. All right, we say what you say. All right, you can put it in the front there. You saying they were better than everything else, but it is what it is. That's what you say. We go with it. All right. So Giselle walks in, and her Giselle sit down. And now Ashley, you know how Giselle's is. Giselle gonna want dirt. She's not gonna come in and be concerned about you. She just going to dirt. So they sat down, and she said, "Listen, two things. No, first of all, Ashley mentioned that she ovulating, and she said that her and Michael's having a date afterwards. So that's what she got dressed up. So Giselle said Michael should have been here since it's his restaurant up there. He said, well, he's somewhere else doing other things, real estate office, and he will come afterwards and we're gonna do something. She said, well, all right. She said, oh no, we got a date afterwards. We're gonna do what we gotta get it in, and we have sex like multiple times a day. And ovulated, we have sex twice. So she said, oh, too much information. TMI. Yes, it is a lot of information. We don't want to see the visual of you doing with Michael, girl. We know you got the baby, you got a baby boy. Congratulations, Ashley. So let's keep it as that. All right. So Giselle said when I'm doing my Target thing, tour, whatever she's doing, and she said people come to me with two questions. I said, what's the two questions of Giselle? All right. She said first people ask me about the color hue for their skin tone. All right, that's cool. That's every hue beauty. That's part of your thing. So you need to answer the questions about the skin tone. If this is like me and I'm asking you what would be perfect for my skin tone, you should be able to tell me, right? So that's that. That's fine. That's your business. And then she said, oh, what about Ashley and Michael? I said, bitch, nobody coming to you and asking you about Ashley and Michael all the damn time. No. So you say you just now that people come and ask you about Ashley and Michael. Why they don't ask Ashley and Michael about Ashley and Michael? They'll come to you about that. I said, bitch, you try to be nosy. You try to get information. So she said, I don't know what to say. I said, yo, it's not for you to say anything, Giselle. See, you're a messy chick. Giselle is a messy chick. I said, Giselle, you don't need to say anything. Just say that. That's none of my business. That's not my marriage. You need to talk to Ashley and Michael. That's what you need to say. So Ashley said, you should tell them if Ashley's ready to talk, then Ashley will tell you and she will tell everybody else. And I said, yes, but at the same time, and I was saying, I said, I'm not Ashley. That's not my husband. You talk to her yourself. I can't tell you anything else. If you got questions about my Every Hue Beauty, I can answer that for you. But I'm not going to talk about anybody's marriages. It's not mine. It's not mine. If you ask me about my 3 daughters, we could talk. But anybody else, I'm not talking. But Giselle came to ask you to find dirt. So she was like, okay. So is everything okay with you and Michael? She said, yeah, this is so good. She said, because I don't know, he just going through some cases, and it's obvious it's happening. She said, oh, so are you okay him touching butts? So she was like, oh, so you asking me because you're implying that you believe that story. She said, well, if that's the point he going to case for touching butts. So as it did happen, he had powers. He does this before. She said, well, he only do this with his close friends, and like that. But why, with strangers, he doesn't know why he would go out his way and touch a stranger butt. It's like that. I would say because he liked butts, bitch, or he liked men. It's like that. And it's on the side, or he got a infatuation with men. It's like that. Whatever it is, he likes men somewhere. Remember, first season he did touch. With the season that Katie, when you was introduced, Michael did touch Andrew's butt. We didn't forget that because it was all on camera. So when this can happen, we was like, oh shit, he had a history doing that. And then that thinking I would suck somebody's penis thing is like, okay, what is this? And then that thinking the thing last season about him going away, showing his dingling to somebody, and was a Europe trip, whatever. That was crazy. So she was like, no. It's something I can't talk about. She says legalities. I wasn't there. I was not there. Michael knows this like that. So I wasn't there most of the time in the court sessions and stuff. So I can't speak. So I can't say certain things. She said, okay, I know you can't talk about some of the legalities. You can't talk about legalities. But did you believe this has happened? Is it really true? She was like, and she said it's not even a big deal. She said, oh, so it's all like. She said, okay. So I was like, when she said that, I was like, okay, she don't really fucking care about this case right now. She said it's not a big deal if this happening. So she was like, whatever. So I said, she said, I know my husband, and I know the truth, and it is what it is, and that's what it is. I said, okay, and that's that. So when she said that, I was Giselle like Giselle too. I said, okay, you know your truth about your husband, and that's what it is. So I'm not saying anything else about that. Leave it alone, Giselle. But no, Giselle, she's still gonna try to dig, but leave it alone. All right. So Monique and Chris is going to do a 3D sonogram to see what the baby look like or something like that. They don't know the sex of the baby, so it's his mysteriousness. Well, I think they got a baby Chase, so I think they got a boy. So yes, let's go there. She invited Candace and she invited Karen there. And Cam said, I have never been to a sonogram before and all that stuff like that. So it's nice to be invited here and everything. But I sat there. She showed the baby. Milana and Chris was there. They couldn't stay there for a while. Thinking Chris was getting Chris Jr. I think was getting on Chris's nerve. And said, "Can you stop? Can you all that stuff? Can you go crazy? You gotta relax." But he did tell Monique before Cameron and Giselle, before Cameron and Candace got there, that I didn't like what you did. You being pregnant and say you gonna drag somebody, that is not cool. And she said it was not more about she was more about something like that. But she was like, come on. She said she understand where her husband coming from. You say, listen, me being pregnant and say I would go fight somebody while I'm being pregnant after I had a miscarriage, that's fucked up. Yes, he was pissed. I said, yes, your husband was pissed. He said he was upset, but he looked like he's the type of man who would be pissed about. He said, I don't care nobody, I don't care about Candace, I don't care about nobody else. I care about you. And at the end of the day, he said, okay. She said, okay. I said, yes, Chris, put your foot down. You know, Monique don't got shit she don't go stand up to her husband like that. Because at the end of the day, he was right. If you being pregnant, say you go drag somebody, that's not right. Especially when you're pregnant. You don't do shit like that. So, and she realized that she was fucked up, that she should have done that. She shouldn't have put herself in harm's way and be pregnant in the stomach and be bold enough to say you go drag somebody. So I said, girl, all right. So they did a reveal. They showed the baby face and all that stuff. It does look like a boy, but we don't know. She said she don't know the sex of the baby. That's at that time. She don't know the sex of the baby. But that was that. So Giselle went apple picking with her daughters. And this is what I'm talking about like this, because some things about this really touched me in some way. A little bit about Giselle and her daughters and how it kind of emulates a little bit about my life. I'm gonna talk a little bit, but. Alright, so Giselle with apple picking. She said she don't do much like that. She don't really do outdoorsy stuff kind of thing. We don't do camping. We don't do a lot of outdoors country stuff like apple picking. I remember I did apple picking when I was sixth grade. I went on a trip apple picking. It had a good time. We made apple pies afterwards. It was nice. So apple picking, it's fun when you split with a group of people and y'all pick up the right apples, the different shades and all that stuff, and you just pick up the tree and whatever you take, you get a bag. You take that home with you. I said that's cute. I remember I put a whole big bag of apples. It was nice. Like, all right. So I would love to do apple picking again, but I would have to do that with my nieces and nephews and stuff like that. We go together, have them pick them apples. It would be a family bonding thing, right? So she sat down with her daughters. Adore, Grace, and Angel. And they basically were telling her, it was like, listen, you hardly been come to the games. It's like that. She was asking about things in the games, all that stuff. She said, how's the soccer, how's you, all stuff. Oh, this is my got 2 more home games, all that stuff. And he said, oh, how's it going? I just been there. She said, you haven't hardly come. You only came to 1 game. I said, bitch, you only came to 1 of their games. Giselle, what you been doing, girl? So they called. I love how the daughters just check Giselle out. And I said they put Giselle in her place because Giselle would try to play it off like she been to a couple games, but this bitch only been to 1 of the games. Right, and in the first game they had, and after a while she haven't been to none of the games. I said, damn, girl. So she said, oh, I gotta do better. I gotta do better. So basically say, how's mommy doing? How's hi man doing? So they say you fine, all that stuff, but we need to be more attentive, be there, be around there more. And so they basically say she's kind of slacking. Her mama do these, basically going to the games and stuff like that. But so she asked in the house, well, rate from 0 to 100, how you rate me? Adore and Grace gave them good scores. She said you're good mom, all that stuff like that. But Angel gave her 79%. I said, ooh, 79. She said she was being generous. So she said, why? Because she said she feel like you like Adore more than you like me, and I feel, oh, you like Adore. No, she said you focus a lot on Adore, yes. You on Grace too much. You focus on a lot on Grace. You like Adore, and I'm left out. So I feel like you like Adore more than me. So I was like, oh my gosh. So she just feel always left out. Angel feel like she left out. You pay attention to your other 2 daughters. You don't like me as much that you like your other 2 daughters, and you pay favoritism. So she don't like that you pay favoritism. She said, I don't have a favorite child, but she said it feels like that. So Giselle tried to get defensive a little bit. It was like kind of diminishing her daughter feeling. She said that's how I feel. That's how you feel. Your daughter is taking that. She's taking that. You favor your other children. Maybe you doing something that make her feel that way. Like you paying attention to one child. You not really focused on me. You don't say anything. You don't check up on me. So she it's very easy for her to be left out or feel left out. Especially you got 3 children, 3 daughters, just like that, and 3 kids. One of them is somehow the shape or form, and usually it's the middle child that always feel left out because the older child, the parent take focus on them a lot, which I think that was Grace, that was next to Giselle, and then the younger child usually get a lot of attention as well because maybe sometimes they may act out or something like that. And you focus on them, but the middle child usually is the one is okay. So the parent don't focus on them, but at the same time, that's also another good thing because you do have to pay attention to your child who is doing well as well. Check up on them because sometimes they may feel lonely. They might feel like wanted. They may do a lot of these extra things to do good so you can pay attention to them. Now, the reason why I said this was important to me or this was so touching to me because in some way, shape, or form, when I was younger, I felt this way as well. I was the middle child. I have 2 brothers, one older, one younger. My family dynamic growing up, I was raised as the oldest. My younger brother, because we both was living together, and my older brother was living with my grandma, so like that. But she always treated us as 3 her sons. But me, as being the middle child, I always felt like I was always left out because the older child, she always worried about her older son and everything, and that's that. And then my younger brother, he was out there a little bit. Bad, all that stuff, so she focused on him, so everything, her mom was always worried about what he doing, all that stuff. I was okay, I was good, all that stuff. Yeah, I had my little ways here and there, but it wasn't too much that I was like, I was following the wrong crowd, I was going to do any drugs, or going to jail, and all like that. Mostly stay in the house, play the game, do my work, socialize, with my couple friends, so I was like that. It's cool. So, but I will feel like I was a little left out a little bit because it's like, damn, you pay attention to my younger brother a lot, you pay attention to my older brother, like, what about me? Like, yes, I'm doing good, but can I get attention too? Like, sometimes I will tend to do things just to try to get attention, like, do well in school, make honor roll, be the dean's list and stuff like that, just to graduate, go to school, and get my master's and all that stuff, just to make sure I've been notified and it's like I've been attentive to. Me and my mother have a great relationship now, so I love it. I love the relationship we have. We close and everything, but I always have felt that way, and I explained to her a little bit about how I felt. But we cool now on stuff. But she understands and stuff like that. But now she made more effort and make sure she checks up on me and stuff like that. We still check up on each other. She call me, I call her. We have a good relationship. All that stuff. So that's why I feel like it was something touching to me when Angel said that, because I was like, damn, here's your daughter. You feel like you was doing no great. Feel like she's been left out. So you pay favoritism, just like that. And I don't know. Giselle haven't been doing well going to the game, so I could see maybe why Angel feel that way. So she took Angel out for a little private mother-daughter thing, and they sit down and talk, and she just explained why she gave her a score and said, I think you feel favoritism, you do this thing for this, all that stuff, and you don't focus on me. And she said, see, what about you? I don't have to worry about you because you're always good. She said, but you should, and I don't really check on you. She said, but you should. And that's the thing that parents don't think about. Yes, because your child is doing so well, you still need to check on a child who does well, because after a while, if you don't check up on them, they're going to feel like you neglected them and you don't like them. And you're going to start paying favoritism, so that feeling start festering in them, and they're going to start probably lacking out or lashing out or do other things to not want your attention, or start getting emotional, or start dissing yourself, or whatever that. You don't want to get to the point where she was like, she don't want to talk to you, or she don't want you to be around them and say whatever, and she start dissing herself and get more reserved and withdrawn, that she can't express her feelings, and she start bottling up that feelings. So the good thing that she's young and she may express herself, and Giselle gave her an opportunity to talk, to express herself, to say, all right, this is how I feel and everything. So Giselle understands. She's like, oh, you are my favorite, you are just like that. And I was like, take it seriously, Giselle, because she is saying something. So she said she don't want to make her child to feel like that. And she said, you know what, I had to do what I had to do to make sure none of my children is going on, because she said her therapy session showed her to be compassion, and she said she will not have Angel feel like this ever again starting today. So she said at her new house, when they do, she said, what about her and Angel do Pacific Angel and Giselle project? And she said she would like that. I said, well, that's nice. So that's that. Hopefully I was good. But like I said, that part did touch me a little bit with that. Alright, so Robin, I'm not gonna spend too much time on Robin. Robin with her hairstyle, she said her and Robin's get to the place where y'all could be take each other first again, be each other first again. I said, whatever. Y'all have been playing house, this marriage shit, whatever. Y'all go get married, whatever, and all stuff. But you're delusional. Y'all playing house. Y'all already married as it is. So what's the point in getting a ring? And now she's saying that Juan's with a daughter, because he said he haven't been focused on when the other two boys was infants. He haven't been there like he could. So he said he want to do a do-over and get a baby. I said, what, do-over with you? Girl, with another baby, you already had two as it is. He really didn't get you a wife yet. He still feel type of way. So I don't know if he really wants a daughter. It's really more like you want another child with this. But you saying that Juan wants a daughter, he wants another kid. So if she said, if I get another kid, we got to get married and remarry again and stuff. I'll say, girl, y'all already married. You stop this bullshit. Y'all already fucking. Y'all listen to the same bed. Y'all saying you're still living together. It's like, come on now. What's the point with the paper? As y'all divorced for a reason. She never got divorced in the first place. But we understand why that happened. But there's going on this and this. Why Juan this, Juan that. And then she said the house is almost done. Then now she got to think about doing an open house. She didn't even thought about that. I said, damn, what you was remodeling the house for? Just to stay looking pretty? Alright, so that was that with Robin. Robin and Juan, that same dance for first season is annoying. So make up your minds what the hell you're going to do, alright? Alright, so Ashley met with her therapist. And I still don't care for Ashley, but her insight about her father and stuff like that was a little touching and stuff like that. And I do feel the hurt that she has inside, maybe the way how, that's how my Ashley, probably how Ashley the way she is. But that still don't give an excuse for what she be doing. But she was talking about things about how this thing when Michael came about, this allegation and stuff, all that stuff, but I didn't want to show emotions in front of friends. I put on a happy face, front. I didn't want to break down, so like that. And she said, why? Why not show the emotions? Because that thing will get your friends to support you. And as a way, and I think you're doing that as a way to shift your focus on the abandonment of loneliness you have from your father. And basically what Ashley just told us, because she did mention that her father left when she was young. She said 1 year old, all of a sudden the father just got up and left and went to Georgia and never looked back. So in some way, Ashley kind of blamed herself in another way, because you say, no, what if I would have done something better? What if I would do things to make him notice me so he could come back to me? So she had this tight feeling that she needed to prove herself and please him so he could come and be here in her life. And it doesn't work that way, because at the end of the day, he's the parent. And the fact that he is missing out your life, that's his wrong and not you. But kids feel that way. It's like, listen, what did I do? Why he didn't want me? Why my father don't want to raise me? He up here living his best life, having other kids, but with me, he just abandoned me. So what happened? Why you not give me answers? So in that case, she said that she feel that she always had to please Michael. She always had to not disappoint him on the stuff. So she says she don't. When she said this thing came out, she had to put a brave front. She had to support him, all that stuff. She didn't want to cry. She didn't curse him out. She wouldn't do none of that stuff. So she always felt that she need to do things to support him, so it won't disappoint him. So I think the part of that is that to do so much, do whatever she wants to please Michael, is what makes her feel like her feelings of abandonment from her father. So she said if she pleased Michael, he won't abandon her like her father abandoned her. So I said, oh, okay, we'll see. But she was saying that your husband, because she said she feel like Michael is like a paternal figure to her and all that stuff. So that way she see Michael two different things, her husband and as a father figure. But she said, Michael is not your husband. He's not that. He's not your father. No, Michael is not your father. He's your husband. So different things. So you have a different responsibility with Michael. So you can't put him as a father because he's not your father. So it's okay for you to not always think like you have to please him or whatever because he is not your father that has abandoned you. Or something like that. Because marriage is give or take. So there will be disappointments. So you're going to not always agree what he does, and you might have to take a stand against him because of that, or show emotions like you did this to me or stuff like that. But to always I constantly think that you gotta have vie for his attention, vie for his approval. You have to cut that out because that will be damaging. Now you're always catering to his needs and then neglecting your own, and you don't want that actually. So she'd have to put Ashley in perspective. It's like, listen, Michael's not your father; he's your husband. So you got do different things with your husband than you will do it with your father. So Ashley met with her mother because she wanted to get answers. The mother said, I think the mother know more and she wanted to tell more information because she said, well, he said he was on board having you, he wanted you on or something. All of a sudden he just changed his mind and just left. I said, well, what made him change his mind? She said, how your relationship with him? He said he was always what she said, I think she said he always was a loner. Like he always been a lonely or something like that. He always been on himself and all that stuff. So that was that. That was him. So as she said, she went to reach out to him one time on social media, said, I'm your daughter, I don't want nothing for you, but I just want to know I'm here and all that stuff. And he blocked her. He didn't block Sheila. I said, why you would block the daughter but you won't block Sheila? It's like that, because do you think she would check through her mother page just check on you? And that's what she did. She went through her mother page, she wasn't blocked. She saw the picture, she started crying because she said, listen, this is him. He had other children. And I said, that damn. So she said she want to go and find him. Michael said that's not a good idea. I think Sheila said it wasn't a good idea, but she said, listen, she had a great idea. If you want to do it, you want to do it, because I don't have the answers for you. So he will be the one to answer it. And I said, that is true. So she said she want to go. If he rejected me again, I get my answer. I said, that was that. Alright, so Candace, Chris, Monique, Chris, and Ray and Cameron went to a dinner. They had a good time. They spent most of the dinner talking about Ashley and Michael. And I'm done there. They were trying to get witnesses. I guess the person in the court case asked Chris to be a witness because he was talking to Michael at that party, after the random party. It's like when they was trying to take a picture, Mike was around and was recording for him. That happened around that time. But Chris was downstairs, I think, talking to Michael, but he didn't see what happened. But they can't call him as a witness for the thing. For what I saw, but she said it had to be cameras like that. She said you don't have cameras in the basement. So she said somebody had to see that happen. I would say y'all went that whole little thing talk about Mike, Ashley, and Michael. I didn't want to talk. Y'all didn't have to waste your time talking about that. But that was the episode, y'all. Potomac. It was good. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Tell me what y'all think. And I'll talk to y'all next week, alright? Peace.